everyone, and welcome to the Tips and Bricks podcast, where we discuss all things Lego. My name is Clay, as y'all know. My pronouns are he, him. I'm one of the hosts of our podcast, and today I am joined by a fellow co-host, Evan. What's up?
Hey, hey, doing good, doing good. My pronouns are also he, him. Today I'm joining from I feel like a secret agent in like a little
Right.
space.
Like you're in a Lego vault.
No, literally. I am in my Lego closet. So in New York City, I'm doxing myself, but where I live, I think it's
I mean,
fine.
New York City is so small. Everyone will be able to find you now that they know you're
Exactly.
there.
Yeah, especially find this closet. Actually, if you do find this closet before October 1st, you can actually steal my Death Star, which I have
Now, don't
early.
don't tempt people.
That would be really wild if someone actually figured out where I live. But anyways, let's not get onto
Right.
that.
We'll go down that rabbit hole. But I mean, this is the end of September, so people would love to get their hands on that Death Star because
Mm-hmm.
it is an October 1st release. And today we're doing a special podcast episode rather than like our traditional one with all the segments and a guest and all that jazz. We're just going to have a conversation about some of those Lego sets that are coming out on October 1st.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? We might even play a little Make Mod at Market.
Yeah, let's definitely do that.
Awesome. So, for those of y'all watching on YouTube, of course, you can see all the sets we discuss as you go along through it. And for those listening, hop onto your country's Lego Shop page and follow along. Or we are love to have y'all on YouTube. So come over there and check us out in video form too. You
This
want
is
to
gonna be
kick us
fun.
off, Evan? I know we've got like I don't know exactly how many, like maybe 15-ish sets that are coming out this month, and there's all sorts of different themes and stuff. But where do you want to start us today?
Yeah, I think let's start with the botanical set because I feel like our blog is like big fans of
Yes.
botanicals. So let's talk about that bouquet of roses because I think it might be the easiest to talk about because we've kind of already gotten this set
Right.
before. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, is this the first time? No, it's not the first time. Hasn't this happened with a car before where Lego has recolored a set?
There's been a few. There's a car, see, people are going to cancel. It's not a dragon, a dinosaur.
Oh, a
And I
dinosaur.
think a couple Creator 3-in-1s, like the car that you said,
Mm.
like that $100 whatever. See, I'm not a car person. I want to say Fiat, but I'm
Yeah,
just
that
gonna go
sounds
with
right.
it. Is it
Fiat
okay?
sounds right
We'll
to
go
me,
with it. Cool.
but I'm
I'm a
also
car
not a car
person, told
person.
y'all. But this one actually is a little bit different because like we had the red bouquet of roses and this is a pink one. But there's also like a slight difference in I
It's
think
like the
just one of the
slightest
flowers.
difference.
Yeah, it's teeny tiny.
I mean, they were just like, oh, we now released a new like rose mold, which
Yeah.
obviously has to be put in the roses. So I think that's just now a new, better technique. It does look better, actually. I will say
Yeah.
overall, not just that technique looks better. I think that the different shades of pink works way better to me than
Mhm.
like the flat red.
Yeah. And the set also had more recolors than the red one, which is kind of
Really?
intriguing too.
Hmm.
One of our team members, Charlotte, had the opportunity to review this and kind of made it like a set discussion post rather than a review. But yeah, the part selection is pretty cool. There's even a pink whip in there, which I think
Pink whip
whips,
is cool, actually.
right?
I like the pink whip.
Like there's vibes there. I feel like there's a good opportunity. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
and
I mean,
it's priced okay. I mean, with
yeah.
all botanical sets, I mean, just to be honest, as someone that loves botanicals and does collect most of the Lego botanicals, you can almost always find them on sale.
Hmm.
Just like
Agreed.
wait, not even like a month. Costco sometimes has them like as they release.
Yep, Costco is the secret weapon
It
when it
is.
comes to a lot of Lego, but especially those botanical ones.
Truly, and actually later when we talk about another October release, one of them you can get right now at Costco apparently. One of our team
Yep.
members just got the
I
Game Boy, but we'll talk about
was
that
gonna say, I feel like
later.
I've been seeing that on Reddit for like 2, 3 weeks, even. Like that
Yeah,
one
actually.
dropped really early, and I don't know how or why, but
And it's
definitely
on
one to talk
sale.
about.
It's like not
Right?
even dropped early for retail. It's dropped
Truly,
early
it's
for
so wild.
like
Like I don't
this
know who
is
missed that memo, but I love y'all for it.
no, truly, truly. All right, maybe we should move on from the flowers though.
Right. Like we're like this one isn't that much to talk about. Let's talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, literally.
But a set that everyone is talking about and has been not even like since it was revealed, but for months previous is the much discussed Death Star. Yep, right behind you.
The one that actually doesn't fit on my shelf currently, so I have to build a new shelf for it. Yeah. That's
You
gonna be a
had the
feat.
opportunity to review this, and you did
Hmm.
a couple reviews. You had a designer interview post about it. There was a reel that we had like showing some of the amazing play features. So without, telling
Yeah.
us everything we've already heard, give us the Death Star vibes.
Death Star vibes are good. I love this Death Star, but I am such a playset person. Like for me, a playset is like pinnacle Lego, and
Mhm.
so a giant playset is just like everything to me. I love this set. I understand though, let me just say, like before people come for me, I completely understand why people are like so angry about this set
Yeah.
because like it totally makes sense. I think that they ultimately it's such like a silly little difference, but I really do think that if they had just labeled this an MBS Master Builder series instead
Mm,
of a UCS set, I think the reception would have been so much better. Also, they should have had it be like $950. And then like no one would be like the $1,000 Death Star. You know what I
it's
mean?
not a
Like,
thousand. It's $999.99 in
oh
the
my God.
United States.
Oh, after tax, that's not the
Yeah.
case.
Oh gosh, tax on that must be wild.
Yeah, right. Oh
Ooh.
my God. Huh.
I mean, I understand all the criticisms, but I also feel like a lot of that sentiment came from the rumors. Like you're saying,
Mm,
we thought it was going to be an Ultimate Collector Series Death Star, and then when it came out, it's like the Death Slice. It's not what
mm,
people expected. So there's a lot of immediate pushback on the price and on like, well, I thought I was going to get a whole Death Star, but I mean, I'll never buy it. Let's be honest. But I agree with you. Like it is more my vibes than just building like a display piece because I love the
hmm.
dioramas, the play features. There was someone in one of our comments talking about how they wanted to like pose stormtroopers doing really funny, silly stuff throughout it all. And it
If
just,
only they had holes in the top of their heads and you could do a little
here we go.
stormtrooper birthday party.
And I mean, the number of minifigures is really impressive. I know that there's been criticisms about some of the leg printing and stuff,
Yeah,
especially around the
I
officers.
think that's totally fair. I think
Yeah,
it's totally fair.
agreed.
I understand. We just put out our designer post today as of when we're
Mhm.
recording this, and a lot of the things that people are reacting to is specifically how the designers talk about not having dual molded legs. And their reasoning is because Lego only has so much of a limited warehouse space, And so like every time they make new parts per
Yeah.
set, it needs like another, I guess, like space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
there's like as soon as you run out of those spaces, like they can't just like build. I mean, they could probably build more warehouse, but maybe not. I don't know where their warehouses are. But that's their reasoning. But at the same time, I'm just like, okay, this is still $1,000, and like these dual molded legs are still out right now. It's not like you have to design new ones. So eh,
Yeah, ones already exist, or ones that, if they were in this first, could then be reused in another Star Wars
mm-hmm,
set. Like, there's
totally,
definitely valid criticisms, but
100%.
I mean, it's like you can't have that you have to have an opinion on this set. Like,
Yeah, you
it's
do.
such a cool conversation piece, and I haven't seen it yet in person. I went to a Lego store last week and was hoping they were building it, but no luck. So
Oh, really?
next week I'll have to go in because I'm
You
really
have to.
like I want to see it actually at scale in person.
It's really cool. I will say, if you buy it and it's something that you think that you would like, you're gonna love it. Like
Yeah,
you're gonna love it. I love it. I think it's
yeah,
so fun.
totally fair. Now, for those of us who are, Star Wars fans, and maybe with a little bit of a smaller budget, there
Nice
was a
transition.
mashup that, like, I did not see coming. We
No.
have Star Wars Advent calendars pretty much every year for a while now, but this gingerbread AT-AT Walker is like blowing my mind, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I love this set. I think this is
Right.
like the perfect Lego set. No notes. No notes.
I mean, it's so adorable. Like you don't really think of like, oh, an AT-AT that's about to stomp on some snow speeders and shoot up a rebel base is adorable. But like it's gingerbread. It has candy cane blasters on the
Oh,
side and this Darth Vader figure. Like
it's
probably already
amazing.
in contention for best minifig of 2025.
That's true. That's so true. It just makes me think what other sets should Lego gingerbreadify?
Oh yes. We actually had this conversation in the patron Discord
We
recently.
did. We
Like
did.
not
That was our
ex
question of
yeah,
the
yeah.
week.
was gonna say I thought so that we were talking about anything that could be gingerbreaded, and like there's so many opportunities. But I love the minifig, love the concept. It's probably close to 5 years, if not longer now. They had a holiday X-wing, but it was only a like an
Oh,
employee gift,
that's an
so it's
employee
like
gift. That's
yeah,
expensive.
super expensive. So I love seeing something like this.
That would
Eh,
look awesome with this, though.
Right. And I'm hoping to see some incredible mocks around like a gingerbread snow speeder to have the whole Battle of Hoth. So there's a lot to come for sure, but
That's
love this one.
exciting. Then that's not the only holiday set, though. We have like
Oh
a
yeah.
couple more festive sets that's releasing this month, including there's another gingerbread set. There's a festive little
Mhm.
gingerbread house. There's also snowman ornaments. There's an upscaled Santa minifigure. There is, what is this one? Oh, the family Christmas
Oh
tree,
yeah.
of course. And then finally, the very contentious also Winter Village set of the year, the Winter Village train. So let's
Yeah.
just talk about these as a group. Which one would you say you're like most excited about?
Oh, I mean, I'm excited about multiples for different reasons, of course,
Hmm.
but I think the upscaled Santa
Hmm.
fig is like one I love. And as soon as I saw it, I immediately said, I'm buying this for my mother-in-law.
Oh,
Like
really?
she's a huge Christmas person. We've gotten her into Lego in the past few years. She built some of her own botanicals this year.
Oh.
So immediately I was like, this is like a perfect holiday set. You can put it on your mantle.
Hmm.
Like it'll fit anywhere and add that Lego flair, but also the Christmas spirit. So that one is probably the one that sticks out the most to me.
Yeah, that is a good one. I'll be honest,
Mm.
none of these kind of do it for me,
Oh
if
no.
I'm being totally real. I don't know. For me, like the gingerbread house is just like it's cute, but like when you compare it to the gingerbread house that they came out with like what, like 6 years ago or whatever it was,
Oh yeah, the Winter
I
Village one.
yeah, I threw out a
Yeah.
random number, but like 2018, 2017,
Hmm.
2019, that one was amazing. And so this just feels like a whatever version of that.
Yeah.
I feel like snowman ornaments, they're cute, but I'm not gonna get that. The upscaled figure is probably the best one. I would probably
Yeah.
agree with you there. I think that the family treehouse is so ugly. I will say though, I
I wasn't
showed it
ready for that.
I showed it to my partner and he was just like, "Oh, is that like those little ceramic like trees?"
Hmm.
And I was like,
Hmm.
"Actually, you did kind of clock it. Like
Yep.
they did kind of pass the test for what they're like aiming the market for, but
Yeah.
I also think those are kind of ugly. I'm sorry."
I mean, like I understand what you mean, but even if you love the ceramic trees, to me the price point on this one is wild. Like over
Wild. Wild.
$300.
Buy
It's
a real Christmas tree. Buy a fake Christmas tree that's like
that you
really
can also
nice.
reuse. Yeah.
Buy like an above average fake Christmas tree,
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
that price point is also a little bit frustrating because this set has the classic space helmet and whatchamacallem, air tanks in bright green, which is yet
Hmm.
another recolor, but we're then putting them behind this pretty massive paywall. And I mean,
That okay. When people are just like, "Oh my God," like they don't put dual molded legs in like Death Star, like I totally get
yeah,
that complaint, but some people are like, "Lego is evil for this." I'm like, I don't know if they're evil for this. I just think that they're not budgeting. For me, putting the bright green air tank in this like random Christmas set that's $300, that feels greedy. That feels like
yeah.
corporate greed. You know that the people that like want to collect this, like, why are you putting it in such an expensive set? Like, that's just not cool to me. That's not cool.
And we even had something similar with the Italian Riviera. Had, I believe it was bright
The
light
Italian
blue air tank.
Why does the
Like
Italian Riviera have a
it's
air
bizarre. It's
tank?
like they're inside a basket inside a room or something. Like it feels again like we're just putting this here to
Is that
entice you
set?
to purchase an expensive set.
That's also like 250,
I think it's over
280.
300 as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
See, this
So
is crazy.
yeah,
This is crazy.
gonna
And
make
then
it
what?
tough for people, but hopefully they'll show up in Pick a Brick because I think some of the other ones have. Like I
Oh, true,
know
true,
there
true,
was
true.
dark blue in a dream set that was obviously less expensive than these. And that one eventually showed up in a build a minifigure. So fingers crossed that now that it is there in the warehouse, it will become more widely available.
There has to be, I'm like thinking, there has to be like people who specifically have their like Spaceman collection and specifically are like, I want to collect the sets that have the Spaceman
Oh,
parts.
I
But I'm
wonder.
thinking that like that display would be so hodgepodge because you have like the Christmas tree, the Italian
Right.
Riviera, the
His
like
Rain of Dreams
The
Yep,
Monkey Kid
exactly.
Mega City. It's like none of them
Oh
make
yeah.
sense.
That actually would be a very fun collection.
Yeah,
Like
right?
instead of the people who just have the actual space
Yes.
people, like have every set there. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, that would be kind of, you know what? Maybe Lego's cooking with this. Maybe they're cooking. But
The
honestly, the last set on this list, the Winter Village Train, I think is just like, it's so overpriced. This one is almost worse to me than the other one, only because like the family Christmas tree or whatever is just like kind of this like one-off. So like make
yeah,
it whatever. People every year look forward to the Winter Village sets, and they've been $100 for how long now? And now not only is this one $130, but it also has like significantly less parts. It's like
yeah,
900 something parts, and I get that it has train tracks. I get that those are more expensive, but it still doesn't really excuse to me that you have an incomplete set, considering that they like advertise that it's motorized and the motorization costs an extra like
it's expensive.
$100.
Yeah.
So it's like if you really want to have the complete thing, you have to spend like $230. I'm out on this.
Yeah. It's just like a bad combo of things happening at the same time because I feel like
Hmm.
a lot of people, especially who've gotten into Winter Village in the last decade, have like been clamoring for a train because the older
Hmm.
one is so expensive on the aftermarket. But raising the price at the same time and then seeing it feel so much less substantial than like the last years of Winter Village, it's just yeah, makes me a little sad because I was also like, I want a holiday train,
Yeah.
but it feels a little rough. Like you're gonna have to pay this extra arm and leg to motorize it, and then just seeing it laid out there in comparison to last year's set or the one before, it just doesn't feel very substantial.
No, this like should be Lego's set every year that they just like make a little less money on. You know what I mean? Like this
Yeah.
is supposed to be like the family holiday
Hmm.
set that is like
Yeah.
accessible to people. I just love that they kept it at $100 for so long. And it's not even like it's
Hmm.
110. It's like
I know.
$130.
Sucks.
That's crazy. Are you gonna get it though? Because I know you're a big
Probably.
Winter Village guy. Yeah.
I mean, and these, I don't feel like these go on sale as often as a lot of other sets.
Mm-mm.
But my husband, like when he saw it, he's like, "Yep, we need a train." So it will happen. But we usually buy one like a year later. We
That's
use it,
smart.
once we get gift with purchases, like one we really want, have some VIP points or insider points to drop. So we're not getting it this year, but it will definitely end up in our house at some point in the future.
That's fair. How do you feel about the printed Lego piece?
And yeah,
3D
that's
printed.
another conversation. This one comes with that 3D printed train, which is like almost at a scale of like what a minifigure could hold. Not quite. It's kind of similar to like minifigure accessories, that are a bit larger, so we can see the detail. But like the concept of it, Lego parts can attach to it, and then because it's 3D printed, it can actually move. Like the smoke will go up and down. The wheels kind of move too.
It's kind of cool.
It's yeah,
I think it's kind of
I don't
cool.
know. I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I love things that are built and I understand that you can attach parts to it. So that's right. Like at least I'm not like fully writing it off yet. But the concept of like having 3D printed parts for small things in the future rather than just using Lego parts in their unique ways to create something small. Like we've seen all sorts of little trains at this scale. They come in all sorts of set. So many winter villages have like small gifts and toys, and usually there's a
Yeah,
train in a
totally.
lot of them. So to me, I was like, I don't know if I'm on board yet.
But this one like moves and has so many
Yeah.
like little features. I think it is actually kind of cool. For like apparently it comes in this like little special box too, so it feels
Oh,
like this little
fancy.
like gift within the
Yeah.
set. I kind of think that's the way to go with this because it
Yeah.
also doesn't look super clean and finished like a normal
No.
Lego piece
Yeah.
does. It kind of looks a little janky, but it moves really cool. So it kind of
Hmm.
like balances out for me as like this little like, oh, let's test this little thing. Do you think that's
Yeah.
what's driving up the price?
Oh, I wonder. That could be an interesting question. If it
That
is, it
would be
makes
kind of
me
crazy
like it
though.
less though.
Yeah, for sure,
So,
for sure.
but I mean, yeah, all sorts of cool holiday sets. Oh, one thing I did want to talk about, that big family Christmas tree
Mm.
has a new leaf mold, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
pretty cool looking. I mean, you can look at the tree and see it looks like it comes with 900 of them, but I'm hopeful that they're going to appear pretty often in smaller sets. But they look almost like that double fern. but they're
Hmm.
larger and they have
Looks
lots more
much bigger.
connection points too. So I love that because you can see like they have stuff attached all over them in the
Hmm.
tree. So I'm excited to see that mold show up, hopefully a lot more
I
frequently.
I can't take credit for this. I saw a comment on this somewhere and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, that's so smart." You know how they're coming out with Pokemon sets in the future?
Mm-hmm.
Someone said that would be like really good for like Venusaur.
Oh,
And I was like,
it's always
"Hmm."
fun to speculate, like whether that
Hmm.
part was designed for this tree or whether it was designed for something else and it was just a happy coincidence.
Yeah,
Okay, now we have to
who
be on
knows?
Venusaur lookout for a
Yeah, right.
2026.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we talked holiday, but let's talk, a holiday that I kind of like more, which is Halloween.
Oh, more
Um,
relevant. Yeah,
yeah,
same.
and it's not Halloween, but it's Halloween adjacent with the Wednesday theme has returned. I think season two of the Netflix show dropped. I guess it's been about a couple weeks now. So these sets, there's just two of them, are seem to be from season two specifically. What do you think of the Wednesday line in general, or these two sets themselves?
I think the Wednesday line's super cute. I like
Agreed.
it. It's not something that I'll ever own just because I don't watch the show. I
Mhm.
do love the Addams Family, like the original. Actually, I don't
Yes,
even know if it's the original. I like,
Adam's Family Values with Joan.
yes, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That I love.
Yes.
But and I liked it as a kid. Like I haven't watched it in years,
Uh,
so for me, I don't have too much attachment to this. But I do think the sets are really good, and I can like definitely really appreciate like all the cool spookiness of it all. Like I feel like it's
mhm.
rare we get like a good like spooky theme, like Monster Fighters
Right?
type, something like that.
Agreed.
And I like that this is like the mini doll route too. I think it's like justice for mini dolls. And like Things Apartment, it's cool. To me, this is a better take than like what they did with the Harry Potter trunk with the Quidditch field.
Yep,
That
yep.
felt kind of like random. This feels more substantial.
hmm
And the other set kind of
Morticia's
feels like
Cottage.
that feels
Don't.
like a set from 2012, like the design.
Oh,
Am I
okay. I
crazy?
was like, don't say something bad about this set. I will say, yeah, like this is one that I'm super into because it is spooky, it's dark. We have a Morticia mini doll, which is not on my bingo card, but I'm so excited for it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess I could see what you mean in terms of it being a little bit more of a classic, kind of like restrained. I don't know if I can say simple
Oh, it's
design,
it's closed on all sides.
but it also can open. So it's like a very much a play set where it almost divides in three parts. So you can actually access all of the interiors, but then it's
Mm.
fully enclosed as well, which I think is a vibe.
$110 is too expensive though.
Yeah, I
This
think we
feels
could say
like
that about every set in this, sadly.
mini dolls always kind of skew perspective for me a little bit
Mhm.
because they're bigger than minifigures. So like I know this build is bigger than what I'm thinking in my head, but
True.
I still feel like this is probably like a $90 set,
Yeah.
you
It
know,
does
not
come with the
110.
car, which is kind of cute too. But
The
yeah,
car's
if you
cool,
look
yeah.
at just the cottage itself, it's like it's a little, doesn't look very substantial if you think of the price point at it.
No, but it is a good set. It's definitely a
Oh
good
yeah,
set. It's giving me
totally.
like classic, like golden era of Lego. Like it gives me like those older Pirates of Caribbean
hmm
sets.
hmm
Kind of fits within that kind of style of like building for me, with all like the
Hmm.
slope roof.
Okay.
I don't
Not
know.
where I thought you were going with it, but I think I could buy it. I'd have to go dig through some old Pirates of the Caribbean ones to be sure.
All
But
right,
yeah, Wednesday.
I wanna talk about the sets that I'm personally most excited
Here
for,
we go.
which are the idea sets that are releasing this month. Firstly is Gizmo. I am so excited for Lego Gizmo. I just rewatched Gremlins and showed
Uh,
it to my boyfriend for the first time, who had never seen it, and he was like, "This movie is amazing." I was like, "Yes, how have you never seen Gremlins?" And Gizmo is so cute. He's like kind of come back as like a meme now. Have you seen like the
no.
Oh my God, I've seen this like pop up everywhere. It's the part where I forget the main character's name, but like the boy, he like turns to Gizmo and it was like, "How you doing, buddy?" And he just goes like, and like it's just like a meme. It's so good. But yeah, love Lego Gizmo. The designers kind of nailed it,
They
I think.
no, like this thing looks incredible. The shaping of it, like this is a sculpting masterclass. And also the fingers, it uses that new dome part that's been only out for a few months, I think,
Mm.
as the cap of the fingers, and it looks like they're really capable of grasping. So there's like the head moves, there's all this character in the face, the mouth. I'm so curious to see how they did it because there's that slight gap So I would love to see how this is all put together and how some of the features are attached.
I imagine it's kind of like the Stitch set. It like clips
Mm,
in at this
mhm.
like interesting angle. I feel like it's probably similarly designed. This feels like within the same family
Yeah.
as the Stitch sculpture. But honestly, I think this one's better.
This one is great. And I did also want to shout out the original
Hmm.
designer, the fan designer is Tarama underscore Lego on Instagram. We'll put it in the show notes on YouTube as well. But the original design is awesome. And it looks like they actually kind of upscaled it even more. And then I mean, we haven't gotten a chance to review this, but looking at the parts in it, to me, it looks like we're going to have a lot of recolors, especially in
Hmm.
light nougat. So I think they took that original design that Tarama Lego did, and then they were able to add and expand upon it. So this, I think, is going to be a really popular set for sure.
I agree. I think that they made it better, honestly. I mean, the submission was already stellar,
Yeah,
and
totally.
then the designers just kind of fine-tuned it and somehow made it more cute and more realistic,
Right.
which is super impressive.
I,
Yeah,
I think those eyes are new prints as well, which I'm sure go a
helps.
long way in really adding to the character.
But this really could have been uncanny. Like especially with like the way Gizmo has like the light nougat around the eyes, just like
Mhm.
these kind of like Furby looking creatures in general, just
Totally.
kind of have like that uncanny vibe, but
Yeah.
this somehow like completely nails the cute factor.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of sold.
Yeah. There is another idea set as well, releasing on the first,
Hmm.
which is the minerals display.
Hmm.
And this one's like, it feels very Lego ideas to me because it doesn't feel
Hmm.
like a set that would ever be released by Lego themselves. Like,
So
this is
Lego
only
ideas.
something that comes from ideas.
I think this set looks gorgeous. I
Agreed.
don't think I'll ever buy this, but it
Yeah.
looks amazing. And I
Yeah.
totally see the market for this.
Oh, yes. One of my brother-in-laws, he's a teacher, and he was already like, "Oh yeah, this is totally going in the classroom."
Oh my God,
So,
yes.
like, I
I
can
love
see
that.
all sorts of non-Lego fans who will absolutely buy and display this. And
$60? That's a good
yeah,
price
it's a
actually
nice little
too.
price. I'm
It's not
curious to see
bad.
this one in person as well, because like some of I'm not a mineral person, just like I'm not a car person, so I'm not even going to attempt to name these. But
Amethyst.
yeah, that one. There's
It's the
the
only
one
one I
that
know.
has these layers of the 1x2 grill in trans clear, which is a new recolor, and it's overlaid on top of other trans colored parts. So, like,
Hmm.
even just in the images, you can kind of see those layers of color. But I'm so excited to see it in
Me
person
too.
because I think, like, the way they've layered color in here looks to be a masterclass in Lego building.
It like looks like it glows.
It does, totally. I'm very, oh, and if Bethany were on here, she'd be like, putting it under black light.
Oh my God, it probably looks awesome under blacklight.
Totally.
I'm not totally sold on these stands though. There's something to me that feels a little
Yeah.
dinky. Am I
Yeah.
crazy?
No, I think that would be a great mock it, or I guess mod it, to take just the minerals themselves, but then to create your own displays for them. I would be very interested to see how people are going to take this because yeah, I mean they just look very simple.
I get where they were going for, and I'm honestly trying to think of something that I would like better, and I can't think
Mhm.
of anything that I would like better right now. So like honestly, maybe they did the best that
Yeah,
they could. But I don't know, there's something about it that feels a little like cheap-ish to me. But like most people that I know that have like rocks, don't they just like put them out by like the windowsill?
I would
Isn't that the
think
whole idea?
so. I mean, I get what we're saying about the stand, and it actually is kind of similar to the original idea submission, which was by
Hmm.
DDF72 on Instagram. Looks like the original submission had some nice little gold accents, which are recreated here. So, we're not mineral collectors. Maybe this is the natural way to display them, so it'll make sense to people who are already like driven toward this.
Yeah, love it.
All right. And then we only have a few more sets to talk about, which I don't know. I just kind of threw these into a pile like if you love the 80s or are fans of video games, and we'll say they go together. Let's first of all, let's just get it out of the way. I think I've talked about this on the podcast before. Brickheads must die over them. Don't want them anymore.
Have you talked
But
about this before?
I I don't know if I have. Maybe I've kept it inside, but
Tell
this is
us
the theme.
what's your hatred with Brookheads?
It just like the Funko Pops. I also hate those. And it feels like it's such in the same family of it. I guess I'll say something nice. Like they always get new prints. And there's some really cool prints that are in these as well. So, oh, sure, that's
What
great. And
what do you have to say to people that really like these brickheads and they only have brickheads in their collection?
well, actually, I know we have at least one patron with a lot of Brickhead and another member of the team who's a big Brickhead fan. So to y'all, I will say I'm glad that y'all love these, and that's all I
I completely agree with you. I'm not a brickheads
got.
fan.
You set me up totally. I mean, I will say, like,
I
the
have actually
essential
like two or three
structure
of
of
them.
all of them are the same,
Yeah.
but there is always cool variation. Like these Stranger Things, there's who is it? Mike, Dustin, Lucas, and Will figures. Like you see cool hair techniques with them. So it's not
Hmm.
just like as much of a copy and paste as one might think. Like there's always something else to it beyond the print.
It's a very cool design template for me to work off of
Mhm.
though, where
Yeah.
like you just have this like very, very minimalistic, simplistic,
Mhm.
chibi-like figure, and it's like, how do I make in this like small, minimalist style so many different characters?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And I mean, there's like cool stuff like this Dustin one. He, if I'm not mistaken, I've only watched, I think, see the first two seasons, but I think it's Dustin that has the headset. Um, and it's like very cool how they designed the hat and the headset. So even with just kind of copy and paste characters, if you will, there's always ways that people are coming up with cool new stuff. And yeah, I think if you're a Stranger Things fan, you got to be excited to see Lego diving back into this pool for sure.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of Stranger Things in college, and I was like, not for me. And so I have no opinion on these, truly. Sorry.
Well, maybe, Fortnite, is that more your vibe? No.
Yeah. I reviewed Peely Bone and the designer commented and was actually really nice about it,
Oh.
but I literally had on the cover slide, why does the set exist? I was like, no, not the designer reading that. But
Well, I mean,
actually, he did a great job though.
oh
Like the
yeah,
actual
that
techniques of
set
it
is really
is
cool.
fantastic. Yeah. This was one of those like reviewed for the blog because we knew the techniques were so good
Mhm.
that we had to like share that with our
Yeah.
audience. And so I took one for the team.
Well, there is more Fortnite here with Fortnite brickheads. Again, there's some really cool prints. I'm guessing it's on the Drift character, the pink and white one, like the ear prints, the forehead print, the nose print. I don't know what it is.
No, I'm laughing because I was just thinking, like, why did you bring up Fortnite? Because I thought these were still Stranger Things characters.
No, don't worry. There is another Brickheads release on October 1st. Thank God. We'll be lining up outside the store for these.
No, but you know what I might actually line up outside the store for is the Game Boy set.
Well, as we said, you don't have to line up because it's
Yeah,
actually been found in a lot of stores already this
true.
month, which is super cool.
It's a good set though.
Yeah, it is a really cool looking set. I've seen so many posts on Reddit about this, particularly of
Why?
people showing it side by side with their
Mm.
actual Game Boy or the cartridges side by side, and it is incredible, like how
Hmm.
realistic this is.
And you know what's so interesting? The price per part is dreadful, but I've
Is it?
not. Everyone has defended the price of the set. Everyone's like, no, it's still worth it. And I kind of
Oh, how
agree
interesting.
because the size still feels like
Yeah.
meaty enough. So it's like, okay, this is like a 70, oh no, $60 like thing. But then
Mhm.
also like all these new prints, like
And those
all these new
lenticular
prints.
screens are really cool
Hmm.
looking.
It's really good. And
Yeah.
I like that the two stickers are the actual like only things that would be stickered.
Mhm.
So it's like that's like
Yeah.
kind of cute and gimmicky in that way. And the fact that the buttons press,
And that they're
what?
tires. Like that is so wild.
Are those
I'm
just like
so
shoved in?
excited. I mean, they obviously have to be the design of it has to hold them to some degree so they don't fall out.
Hmm.
But based on what I see, it looks like it's just those 1x2 slopes up like above and below holding it in. So I'm guessing the gap is like just tight enough where you can push it, but they're not going to fall out. I I'm very excited to see some detailed reviews of this one,
Yeah,
and
same.
I really want to get my hands on it too.
Yeah, same, same. I saw like one deconstructed like build of it and it just looks so intricate. Like the
Yeah.
designer really utilized like every single little millimeter of space to like perfectly capture this. And yeah, this is a good set. You can already get it on sale before it's released at Costco. So run on down to Costco. Yeah, and that's everything. So should we make mod and mock 'em?
Let's do it.